Media. Wow. We complained a lot, we black people, Africans, black race, about how the media has always portrayed Africa in a very bad light. But now, guess what? The power of the media has been given to each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. See, from Facebook, social media, let me just put it out there. But guess what we are still doing? We ourselves are not doing enough to keep the positive sides of black people out there in the social media. I'm going to start with how we do our comedies. I know it's fun. I've laughed at it. Okay. We always portray our mothers as beaters, aggressive mothers. But that's not true. That is not the only side, but that's the only side of our mothers that we like to portray. And this is the only side that every other race is going to see about us. And that's the only memory and information that they get. You've forgotten that these mothers, African mothers, are the same woman that will not give up a child, no matter her age, will not give up a child for adoption, no matter how poor she is. Nobody talks about that and makes stories that goes viral on such, qualities. On such quality, nobody. I haven't seen it. And if there is, maybe a one-off video that people have forgotten. But the comedy of the negative side of our mothers keep bouncing back. And as well, I'm going to talk about the fathers. Not all fathers are deadbeats. Not all. The only one that we, guess what? The only one that we, produce for the world to see is that, oh, your daddy's not around. He's not around you. He's gone to get milk. I don't know where the stories came from. That storyline came from. But guess what it does? People started copying it. Even people who do not know what fresh milk look like, they decided to go and buy one milk, and made it into a bottle of fresh milk, powdered milk. Because in Africa, in Nigeria where I come from, there's no fresh milk. In the part where I come from, in West Africa, they now poured milk and they be doing it. So daddy went to get milk. Daddy is gone out of your life. Out of your life. Why is that the only story we keep repeating to form jokes? And that is the only thing we have to show the world. Stop it. You stop it. The power is in your hands. Use it well. There are many. Look at the Cabs family. KABS. That beautiful family. When I listened to their story that they were both 17 when they were pregnant with their first child, Teja, I'm like, wow, that is a child acting manly. And I subscribe to them immediately because they are a great inspiration. And of course, the channel is growing. There are many devoted fathers there. There are many lovely things that our men do. There are many, many things that our fathers go out there to do in order to provide for the children. You that are watching, that your father did not go, why would you come and be making comedy about how your father deadbeat you? Play deadbeat father on you. Well, he didn't. Let's stop it. Let's stop it, please, because this is all that we have. That's the information we are passing. And I also want to talk about a TikTok video that's gone viral. There's these two children from Georgia. The school they attend is, they attended, or they used to attend, is Carrollton High School in Georgia. They posted a very racist viral, video that went viral on TikTok. Okay? And of course, somebody retweeted it, which is what I like. Instead of you now posting and ranting, why they calling you as supposed to, why you say the N-word, which, like I've said in my previous video, that N-word, I don't really relate to it because we don't get to understand what nigger or whatever the N-word means. Even till now, I don't know what it means. Watermelon and chicken, I don't know how that affects anybody. In West Africa, where I come from, we don't have any relationship to, like what Chimamanda said. I don't get it. I don't get that an anger that you want people that you may get when you call somebody, by those names and those comments. I did not have a deadbeat father, and my generation were never slaves. So I may not relate to many of the stories. But these children posted it, and the content of that video, you will know, you and I, when you watch it or you listen to it, I'm going to post the caption, not the story. And you can search it for yourself and watch. When you watch the content of that video, it is all the things they pick from you and I, what we have posted and reposted and make comedy of, and probably make money off YouTube from doing such comedies, that they have in their memories, and they are making jokes about it. And that's what I'm trying to say. Let's make our lives comedies, real lives, things about positive things about Africa. Black people, we should help ourselves. Let's make the right decisions for ourselves. And also, another set of people that I really want to quickly mention in this video, Jamaicans. The Caribbeans, especially Jamaicans, they are being portrayed presently as somebody who is outlandish in their sexual activity, and they are generally aggressive. This is just one side of them. The only, the only damage that is doing is that even me as a black person, I already see Jamaicans as that. But there are two Jamaicans that have come across in my lives, and there's one thing I noticed: they are good cook. They are good mothers, and they are very clean people. In fact, clean to a fault. They are tidy. And that is the same report I have from people around me about Jamaicans. But nobody talks about this. All we have in the social media, before I met these people, oh, the Jamaicans, you talk about reggae, you talk about cannabis, and then you talk about how they're aggressive. I don't want it to be the negative side. If let's channel the result, for instance, sports. Black people are very good in sports. If you are not resilient and aggressive in your inner person, you can't, overtake some of the sports. Undertake some of the sporting activities that they do. That the black people do, that we do. So let's use that our power to show the positive side of us, instead of trying to put pin label, and they will laugh about it. And another point is crime. The way we black people hide crime that is committed by another black person is outrageous. I am not saying we should cover ourselves, our sins, and not, report evil. But then let it be reported, not broadcasted, if you know what I mean. The son of Fela Kuti, that popular musician, Seun Kuti, said something that there are many white people stealing in Africa. Presently, their companies are polluting our natural resources, our rivers. But you never see any white person go on the social media and make jokes and upon jokes about how, the white person has been doing this. When they said there was a time, a story about one white guy that was, sexually harassing children as an aid worker, all this charity worker out there in Africa, and he was actually sexually harassing boys and children. I have never heard a white man post anything about it. The news carried it. They dealt with the man as they did. Maybe they didn't even deal with him, but they removed him from that situation, that location, and they killed it. But if one black man come now and did one, I'm not saying what they have done is right, and did one 419 here and duped, one white lady, or probably do something terrible in a country, maybe pollution, probably he was arrested for littering or for loitering. That is for putting mess on the streets. We will all carry it and talk about it and make videos and talk about it. Fine, you can report the person so that the person can be dealt with according to the law and put it off you. That is not the side you want to show the world. That is not the side you want to do, what to keep seeing and then remembering and then having a link video to link all the crimes. You know, please, let's make a change. The power is now in our hands.